Hello and welcome to another edition of Community Connection. I'm Susan Casper. Thank you so much for joining us. February is Black History Month, and we are celebrating with a look inside the George Washington Carver Museum and Cultural Center in downtown Phoenix, listed in the National Register of Historic Places in 1991. This treasure trove of artifacts and statues, it dates back to the 1920s, and you're in for a treat. Our tour guide is one of the most beloved, longest living historians in Arizona.
I'm Calvin Goode, and trying to do what God would like me to do.
Calvin Goode has seen a lot in his 91 years.
Well, certainly we had discrimination here in the state. There were restaurants we couldn't eat at. Jobs were limited. We made a great improvement, but we still haven't completely arrived.
Fighting for freedom and equality has been his life's work.
Well, God created us all equal, and I hope that people would recognize that we are entitled to all of the benefits that anybody else has.
When Goode was just 10 months old, his family moved from Oklahoma to Gila Bend, Arizona, where they worked in the fields picking cotton. Goode's mother, his biggest inspiration.
She only went to the 6th grade, but she was one who really pushed me. The doctors said that I was going to die, at 16, but I'm still living, and I'm grateful.
Grateful his mother instilled faith over fear.
Can you imagine someone who was 5'1" and weighed 75 pounds, and I went out to track and I could outrun those boys? But I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "Mr. Goode, you shouldn't be running. You have a heart condition." So he reported I would probably die within a year. But he's dead and gone, and I'm still here. I guess my heart just beat a little different from some of the others.
Quitting is not in Goode's vocabulary.
They would not let us go to the high school, other high schools in the city and the state. So they opened up Carver High School in 1926.
The only school in Arizona built exclusively for African American students. Goode graduated from Carver High in 1945 and went on to earn his BA and master's degrees from Arizona State University. He returned to Carver as an administrator before throwing his hat into politics.
I did not think that I would become a politician. So Morrison Warren served for 4 years and stepped down, and then they asked me if I'd become active in some of the activities here in the city. So I said, okay. So we ran and got elected, and then it's history thereafter. I served for 22 years here in the city of Phoenix.
I know this George Washington Carver statue is very important to you. What is the significance?
Certainly, George Washington Carver was a great scientist, and we wanted to have one, so we were able to find a sculpture out of Denver, Colorado. And also in terms of the inscriptions around it, your brothers and so forth and so on.
Today, Goode's mission is to keep his former high school, now a historic landmark, open for generations to come.
Well, we were able to buy the building from the Phoenix Union High School District, and we're slowly developing it into a museum and a cultural center, showcasing the contributions that African Americans made to this city, this nation.
The sculpture is called That Which Might Have Been Birmingham, 1963. And it is a memorial to the 4 girls who were killed in the church bombing at the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama, on September the 15th, 1963.
We made progress, but we still need additional funding. As you look out the window here, you see downtown Phoenix is coming closer and closer. We got 4.8 acres of land here. We have a number of exhibits, but I like to see more exhibits. As you can see, a number of artifacts and exhibits here. There's an old typewriter over there that I learned to type on. There's a wash tub over there where we had to take baths in and wash clothes in.
Do you remember that, right?
An old radio here, and then back over here, the big cotton sack where we pick cotton in the fields, hot Arizona. I'd like to see the grass grow again. I'd like to see us tear down the warehouse in the back so that we can really showcase the contributions that African Americans have made.
At 91, Calvin Goode is now retired and has no plans of slowing down.
I'm still working to be sure that America is the kind of America that we would like to have. We still have some problems, and I'm still active. I live across from East Lake Park, and I'm still on boards and commissions and so forth, trying to make sure that we are accorded all of the rights and privileges that anybody else as an American citizen. I say that all the time. So I call on all of my friends and folks to help us make truly the kind of nation we ought to be.
The George Washington Carver Museum and Cultural Center, it was established by the Phoenix Monarchs Alumni Association of Arizona. Now, that museum is a nonprofit organization and contributions are tax deductible. Plus, there is a wish list on the museum's website so you can help support the mission and activities. We have put all of that information on our website, abc15.com/community connection. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month as we hope to inform, empower, and inspire you. I'm Susan Casper. See you next time.